determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
What? Super team.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. It's our time. It's our time.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Stop your whining. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Zebra.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Check 50. Nice.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Tate's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
To throw is Prescott. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, kill.
What you got? What you got,
Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Hey, here we go. Go right in.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get
Here we go, 47.
58, 58. Come on.
26.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson. Caught here by Bell. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Took right.
Hey, check Mike.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 47.
Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
There you go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, kill!
Play action now, Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And some room to work. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You. Buccaneers, 27 yards. Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott, and an alley to run. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. For Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Mike 59. Check 59, Mike.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He completes it to Tate. And he's taken down inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Okay, baby, let's go! Let's go! Break. Here we go. 54 Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack on first down, Prescott, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check, 59, 59.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Bell, and an alley to run. The 20. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Le'Veon Bell, 43 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 27.
Running with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now. He finds his target, Beckham. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Buying time to his... Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw it, and that is going to be incomplete.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Giants 3.
59, 59. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Go 14. Safe.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, Prescott steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Prescott on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Slam. Everybody go, kill. All right, kill. Hey, check 24. Ball trot.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Giants on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 13-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Giants on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be third and 15. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
27, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here go 46. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. from the red zone now. Prescott drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down. Prescott yet again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
46.
To throw is Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay. Man, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go.